The track is set up. The trucks are ready. The drivers are ready. 32 of the best drivers are ready to throw it down. One of them is going to be in all the Sime series for 2026. Who is going to take it? Let's find out right now. Welcome back, I am Master. We are back again with another Sime Series 25, the final Sime Series for 2025. And whoever wins will be in all the Sime Series for 2026. This is going to be huge. Again, one driver is in two trucks and are in different sides. So like, Jacob over here, he's in Earthshaker and Overboard, just in different sides of the bracket. Here are the trucks. Make sure you look at the description, what truck you're in. See if you're moving on, if you win a race. This is gonna be fun, man. Chaotic and fun. Let's get started. Up first, we have Jacob in the Earthshaker, taking on in his custom trucks in the Thunder Rush. So here we go, the first race of round one. We are underway. Let's get this started. Alright, good race. Look at that. Jacob, moving on. So sorry at Aiden Custom Trucks. Again, he's not eliminated yet. He still has a truck in this bracket. Somewhere in this bracket, not here. This bracket. Congrats to Jacob. He's moving on to the next round. Again, if you're Aiden Custom Trucks, don't worry, you still have a truck left in this bracket. Alright, up next we have RC Family Gaming in the Ice Cream Man, taking on Sneaker Box in the Bad News Travels Fast. I believe Sneaker looking for his second ever Sime Series win, while RC still looking for his first ever Sime Series win. We'll see what happens in race number 2. Oh, Ice Cream Man, what happened? To be fair though, that's a heavy truck. Look at that, Sneaker Box. Oh boy, he's gonna go up against Jacob. So sorry to RC, I don't know what happened. Again though, heavy truck. Very heavy, oh my goodness. That's fine though, still have a truck though. Not eliminated yet. Alright, up next we have J-Pace in the Salvager, taking on Monster Truck Fan 8016 in the Lumberjack. Here we go, this is gonna be a fun one. 3, 2, 1, go! Look at that, Lumberjack with the win. He's moving on to the next round, so sorry to J-Pace. Again, not eliminated yet, still has a truck on the other side of the bracket. Alright, here we go. Up next, we have Digatron taking on Holly Davis in the Scarlet Bandit. I believe this is Holly Davis' second ever Sime Series. Gonna be an interesting one. Let's see what happens. And it looks like JCB Digatron smokes Scarlet Bandit. Look at that, Landon moving on to the next round. So sorry to Holly Davis, but again, still have a truck on this bracket right here. It's got Poodle. Poodle will be driving later. Alright, that's gonna be a fun one. Alright, up next we have the S.Kicker in the bad company, taking on Jackson Digger in the higher education. S.Kicker, I believe, looking for his second ever Slime Series win. Jackson Digger looking for still his first ever Slime Series win. Going to be a fun one. Let's see who takes it. Ooh, close one. But look at that. S.Kicker in the bad company moves on. That was a close race. In the bag. And then S.Kicker. How about that? Moving on to the next round. Alright, up next we have Monster Jam Collector Racing in the Axe, taking on Boston Destroyer in the Son of Digger in his first ever Slime Series win. And this is the last Slime Series for 2025, so this is going to be huge. Let's see what happens. That was a close one. Very close one. Boston looked like had the lead for a little bit, but Monster Jam Collector Racing moving on. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. The S.Kicker taking on Monster Jam Collector Racing. That is going to be a fun one. So sorry to Boston. Don't worry, he still has a truck left. Alright, up next we have Diecast Mayhem in the Big Kahuna. Guy's first win in, I believe, Sign Up Series 22. That was the Bigfoot Sign Up Series, Monster Truck Destruction. But he's going to go up against Wagner Racer 2 in the Dragon. This is going to be a fun one. Who's moving on to the next round? Close one. Very close one. Diecast Mayhem moves on to the next round. I believe this truck has been in this Slime Series before. I'm not quite sure. Pretty fast truck. Cool Dragon, I must say. I love the tires, all that kind of stuff. So sorry, Wagner. Alright, up next we have Cyber Beast in the Racing Team taking on the NASCAR Hot Wheels fan in the Greater Legend. Finished second. Its Slime Series 21 was so close. Let's see what happens here. Can NJ move on or can Cyber Beast move on? Let's find out. MJ moving on. I don't know what happened to Cyclops. No, sorry, not Cyclops. Cyber Beast. Looks like his truck is not working. Couldn't finish. But don't worry, he still has a truck left. Ooh, gonna be a fun one. Diecast Mayhem. MJ? That's gonna be a fun one. Alright, up next we have Mirage in the Storm Damage, taking on Cyclopshobbies in the Stone Crusher Inc. Gonna be a good one. Who's gonna move on in the next round? Let's find out. What happened to Storm Damage? Man, look at that. Cyclopshobbies moves on. There, alright. So sorry, the Mirage. I don't know what happened. There we go. Cyclopshobbies moving on. Alright, up next we have King James TV in the Jester, taking on Little Chip in the Toro Loco. Going to be a fun matchup. Who's going to move on to the next round? Whoa. That was a close race. Very close race. Look at that. Kane James moving on to the next round. Gonna be a fun matchup between Cyclopshobbies and Kane James TV. Little Chip was pretty close, but hey, he did really good out there. And again, still has a truck in this bracket. We will do this bracket very soon until we get this one done. Alright, up next we have Will, the Pokemon fan in the Pirate's Curse, taking on Monster Jam Extreme in the Bad Habit. It's gonna be a fun one. Let's see what happens. was a close one, but look at that. Extreme in the bad habit gets the win. That was a really close one. Wait, we're having some pretty close races so far. Alright, up next, we have Toucan Plays in the Fire Rescue. Taking on Harry Plays. Toucan Plays, Harry Plays. It's going to be a fun one. Both good friends off the track, but on the track, oh boy, it is going to get interesting. It's going to get tight. Who's going to move on? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Toucan Plays and the Fire Rescue. Very heavy truck. Moves on to the next round. So sorry to Harry Plays. He'll be back and still has a truck left, so don't worry, Harry. It is not over yet. All right, up next we have Scooter Man and the Wolf's Head taking on Scissor TV in the Zombie. This is gonna be a fun one. Let's see who moves on. All right, look at that. Scooter Man wins. He moves on. Looks like he's going to be facing up against either KNETV or Lizard. That's going to be a good one. Let's get to that race right now. How about that? Alright, here we go. KNETV and the Excaliber taking on Lizard Gaming in the Backwards Bob. Alright, here we go. Lizard is ready. KNETV is ready. Both trucks look ready. Here we go. Who is going to move on to the next round? It's a close one. But look at that. KNETV gets the win. Lizard was close, though. He ain't on. Wasn't enough, though. Backwards Bob sadly eliminated. Excaliber moving on to the next round. Alright, here we go. This should be a fun one right here. We have a chocolate drive in the blue Velociraptor taking on Ryan Davis in the Maxi. This is going to be a fantastic matchup. Let's see who wins. It was, woo, close. That looks like it was going to chocolate drive. Let me check. Yep, okay, just wanted to check. Just wanted to check. It is chocolate drive. Look at that. Moving on to the next round. Alright. Up next, we have Aftershock. Monster Jam Fan 2012 in the Monster Rottweiler. Won the Science Series, last Science Series 24, won the long jump, or farthest jump competition. Let's see if he can move on to the next round. Let's find out. That was a close one. That was a really close one. But overall, Aftershock, Nancy, moving on to the next round. And alright, look at that. Got done with this bracket. It is now time for this bracket. Alright. If your truck did not move on this bracket, you have to win or else it's over. Gotta go home early. But hey, who knows? Let's find out. Alright, here we go. Up next, or first, whatever you want to say, it is Lumberjack and Lucas Stabilizer taking on Avenger in the Great Digger. One of these trucks has to win or else they are done. They cannot win the whole thing. Let's see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's a close one. And look at that little chip moves on. So sorry to Daxon. He'll be back though, don't worry. He's gonna get a win soon. Like, come on, he has to get a win. Such an awesome friend of mine. Go check out his channel. Wait, hold up. It's not right. Lucas Stabilizer won that one. Okay, Up next, we have Wills, the Pokemon fan, and Holly Davis in the Monster Poodle. Their their first trucks on that side of the bracket, unfortunately they got eliminated. So one of them has to win. Let's see what happens. Oh, Holly Davis, that was a close one. It looked like Blossom Crusher was leading. But look at that, Poodle, Holly Davis stays alive. As moving on to the next round. All right. So sorry to Wills, the Pokemon fan. He'll be back though. Don't worry. You did a good job out there. A good job out there. All right. Up next. Ooh, this should be a good one. We have Monster Jam Extreme in Monster Husky taking on Scissor TV in the Crushstation. This is gonna be a good one. Let's see, did Extreme look like Extreme? Yeah, Bad Habit. Looks like he wants to get another truck in the next round. Scissor, he's got to stay alive. He has to move on. Hold on, I got to get this straight. Okay, there we go. We are all good. No, wait, we're not good. We are good. Sorry about that. Let's get underway. And that is it. So sorry, Scissor. Did a good job out there, though. He'll be back, don't worry about it. Look at that. Monster Jam Extreme gets 2 of his trucks into the next round. Nice job, Extreme. Alright, up next we have Scooter Man in the Avenger taking on Lizard Gaming and Boogey Van Dragon. Scooter Man already has a truck in the next round. Lizard needs a truck in the next round so he can stay alive. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Alright, Lizard stays alive. Big win for him. He's gonna, ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Extreme versus Lizard. That shall be a good one. That should be a good one, my bad. So sorry, Scooter Man, at least you have a truck in the next round. That's the Wolfhead's truck. Ooh, this should be a good one. Up next, we have Cyclopshobbies in the Campus Earth taking on cyclopshobbies in the Iron Outlaw. Cyclopshobbies got his truck in the next round already. That's been still pressure over there. While Cyclopshobbies, he needs to win this, or else it is over. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, look at that. Cyclopshobbies stays alive. Cyclopshobbies cannot get his other truck in the next round. Look at that. Cyclopshobbies moving on to the next round, so sorry to Cyclopshobbies, but again, he still has Stone Crusher over there. Alright, up next we have in the Megalodon. All these drivers need to stay alive. Unfortunately, they could not get their trucks into the next round, so these are their only trucks that they have. These are the only trucks that they have. They gotta win. It's gotta be one of these two, though. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, boy. This was close. But it looks like it is going to probably Wagner. It's gotta go to Wagner. The check, this looks like it is going to Wagner. I think it's going to Wagner. I'll check just in case. But it looks like it's going to go to Wagner. So sorry, Jokers. But don't worry, he'll be back. And he still has his son. Is he actually going later? Yeah, he's going up later. So don't worry, your son is still alive. Alright. Boogey Van moves on. Up next we have Landon in the Jurassic attack. Taking on the Scarlet stand in the wild side. It should be a good one. NJ here has a truck in the next round. That being Digatron and Landon too also. Those should be a good one. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Look at that, Landon. He gets 2 trucks into the next round. So sorry to NJ, but again, he still has a truck in the next round, so it's not a big deal. Look at that, Landon. Moving on. All right, up next we have Monster Kid Corporation in the Monster going taking on RRC in the Whiplash. Monster, let's see, Monster Collection Racing, I'll check. Oh yeah, it was that. There's another truck in the next round of RC County Dating. They need to stay alive or else it is over. See what happens. Whiplash with the win. So sorry to Monster Collector Racing. At least he has a truck in the next round, so it's not over yet. Alright, here we go. Up next we have 2 campers in the Avenger taking on Monster Kid. 160 horsepower, both of them. Very happy trucks in the next round. One has to go home, one has to get another truck in the next round. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Dang. It'll be a weird race there, but Toucan moves on to the next round. I don't know what happened. Looks like he spun out, could not jump. But that is okay. Look at that. Toucan plays, moves on to the next round. Look at that, 2 trucks for Toucan in the next round. Awesome. Up next we have Nancy in the Fuel Academy taking on a special trucks in the Northern Nightmare. Nancy, there's that tree. I believe Nancy already has a truck in the next round. Yep. It's Aftershock over there. And Scouts and Trucks needs to win this or else you have to go home or early. See what happens here. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, both did not make the jump. Very interesting. But he's gonna go to the Northern Nightmare. Not a pretty race, but hey, you know what? He is in the next round. Got to face up against Toucan Place though, so that's gonna be a tough one. Alright, up next we have Diecast Mayhem in the Hurricane Force taking on the Chocolate Drive in the Rage. Both of these drivers have their trucks in the next round, so let's see which truck is going to move on. Will be Chocolate Drive in the Rage or Diecast Mayhem in the Hurricane Force? Let's find out. Rage with the win, moving on to the next round. So sorry to Diecast Man, but again, Art has a truck in the next round. Alright, there we go. Chocolate Drive moving on. Up next we have the S-Kicker in luck taking on King James T and the Monster Mode. Both of these drivers already have one of their trucks in the next round. Let's see. Can I get another truck into the next round? Let's see who wins in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, what happened to Monster Mode? Not a big deal though. Hey, Kane James still has a truck, that being Jester. That means, look at that, S-Kicker moving on, getting his second truck into the second round. Look at that, Bad Company. That's his truck. There it is right here. Bam, alright. Good stuff from the S-Kicker. Alright, up next we have Harry plays in the Monster Dalmatian, taking on Ryan Davis and the Bounty Hunter. Unfortunately for these guys, it's do or die. Harry and Ryan, their other trucks unfortunately got eliminated. So These two gotta win or they are done. All right, let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Look at that, Ryan. He stays alive. So sorry to Harry plays. He'll be back though. That means Ryan moves on. Might have one truck, but you know what? That's okay. He is still alive. All right, here we go. Up next, we have Boston Destroyer in the Sparkle Smash taking on Jacob in the Overboard Boston. Unfortunately, he got eliminated. He was in Sun Bigger. Unfortunately, he lost. So he needs to stay alive. Jacob already has a truck in the next round. He probably wants to win, but we'll see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You know what? Check. Even though Boston may have lost, that was a still pretty good race. Not bad. Boston's gonna come back. Don't worry. He had 2 really good races. Couldn't win them, but still, I think we should see him in the future. If he wants to sign up, of course. Ooh, Jacob versus Ryan, baby. That should be a fun one. Alright, here we go. Up next, we have Monster Jam Fan 2012 in the Black Pearl taking on Mirage in the Double Decker. So a little fun fact here. Mirage was in the Black Pearl last time series. And Monster Jam Fan 2012 was in Double Decker last time series and won the farthest jump competition. So it's going to be very interesting here. Let's see what happens. Oh man. That means Monster Jam Fan 2012. He's moving on to the next round. So sorry to Mirage. Unfortunately, his trucks are eliminated, and that means Monster Jam Fan 2012 in the Black Pearl moves on to the next round and is alive. May have one truck, but you know what? That's okay. All right, here we go. Final race of round 1. Here we go. Octopus or Octanator or something. I kind of forgot its truck name. I'm gonna call it Octopus because I have no idea what the truck name is, so I'm just gonna call it Octopus. This truck is driven by Sneaker Blocks. He's gonna have to take on Kane in the Kraken. So Kane here has I'm guessing they already have a truck. Yes, that is Excaliber. Sneaker does not have a truck in the next round, so he has to win this or else he will not move on to the next round. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Final race of round 1. What just happened to Kraken? Going on 2 wheels. And Sneaker Blocks moves on to the next round. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to look at the replay. That was so weird. I don't know what happened. But Sneaker Blocks moves on. And that will do it for round 1. I am going to edit this video. Going to get the videos all together. This does not mean the video will end here. We will do this, of course, today. I'm recording this on the 26th, so I'm probably going to do this on the 27th. So for me, it's going to take a little while. But for you guys, it's going to take like 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. All right, we are back. We are about to do the second round, so let's do it right now. Up first, we have Jacob in the Earthshaker taking on Sneaker Blocks in the Bad News Travels Fast, who actually has 2 trucks in the round, that being Bad News Travels Fast and the Octopus. So my bad, Sneaker, you're all good. Let's see if you could get another truck or 2 of them into the 3rd round. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, go. And look at that Bad News Travels Fast with a big win. Jacob You have overboard, so I think you're good. Yep. Bad news from my sneaker. Has one truck in the third round. Did he get the octopus? Into the next round, we'll find out later. Alright, up next we have Monster Truck Fan 8016 in the Lumberjack taking on Landon and JCB Digatron. Landon, he has 2 trucks in the second round, while Monster Truck Fan 8016 has Lumberjack in this round, but doesn't have horsepower. So he's got to win this or else he's eliminated. So let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1, go! Look at that. Landon and the Digatron wins. So sorry to Monster Truck Fan 8016. Had a sub-series this win. Could not get it. But he'll be back. Don't worry. Alright, look at that. Into the next round. Up next we have the S.Kicker in the bed coming. Taking on Monster Jam Collector Racing in the axe. S.Kicker, he has Hook. Yup. Wow, Collector, he had Monster Gold, so Monster Gold could not make it in the next round. So if Monster Jam Collector Racing loses, he will be eliminated. This should be a fun one though. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Monster Jam Collector Racing stays alive in the axe. While S.Kicker, unfortunately, is not eliminated yet. He still has Hooked. That should be a fun one, though. Rage versus Hooked. But look at that. Monster Jam Collector Racing stays alive. Moves on. Alright, up next. This should be another great race. We have Diecast Man in the big Kahuna taking on MJ, aka NASCAR Hot Wheels fan. This should be a good one. I believe these are the only trucks that they have. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, so whoever wins stays alive, and whoever loses is unfortunately eliminated. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Well, that is going to be MJ with the win. So sorry to Diecast. He'll be back, don't worry. At least you got a Side Series win this season. Or this year, whatever you want to say. Ooh, that should be another good matchup. Alright. Up next, another great matchup. We have Cyclopshobbies in the Pink Stone Crusher taking on Kane, James, TV, and the Jester. Both of these trucks only have, I believe, one truck. Let me look. Yeah. One of these has to move on, and one of these has to be eliminated. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Who you got? That's going to be a fun one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. What happened to Jester? It looked like he was leading, but I don't know what happened. Maybe who knows. So sorry, Kane James. Looked like you were leading for a little bit, but could not quite get the win. You'll be back, don't worry. Cyclopshobbies stays alive and moves on to the next round. Alright, that was a fun one. Another great matchup we have Monster Jam explaining the bad habit taking on 2 Camp Wade in the Fire Rescue. These trucks they have 2 trucks in this round. They're gonna have to win. Well, it's gonna have to lose. So it's gonna be a very fun race. Let's see who moves on. Look at that. Monster Jam Extreme with the win. So sorry, 2K. Looks like I don't know what happened. They just couldn't quite hang on. Couldn't quite win. Ooh, we got a fun one. Extreme versus Cyclopshobbies. That should be a good one. Alright, up next we have Scooter Man and Wolfhead taking on KTV and Excaliber. Both of these drivers only have one truck. Yup, they gotta win, or they are winning. One of them has to win, one of them has to lose. So it's gonna be really interesting what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. KTV is alive. Moves on. Alright. There you go. So sorry, Scooter Man. Oh, shoot. He'll be back though, don't worry. Alright, good race. Up next we have the Chocolate Drive and the Velociraptor taking on Nancy in the Aftershock. Chocolate Drive, he has a truck, Rage, yup. Fuel Academy, no Fuel Academy for Nancy, so Nancy gotta win this. Or else they will be eliminated. So let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Alright, Nancy wins, moves on, stays alive, while Chocolate Drive unfortunately is eliminated, but still has a truck. That being Rage. Look at that, Nancy stays alive. Alright, it's now time for the other bracket. Look at these matchups. That's gonna be sick. Check these matchups out. Alright, let's get to the first one. Up first. Or up next, whatever you want to say. It is Holly Davis in the Monster Mutt Poodle taking on Little Chip in the Lucas Stabilizer. Both these trucks, looks like Little Chip. Yeah, Little Chip unfortunately does not have a truck. Only has one truck. Same with Holly Davis. So both of these have one truck. One of them has to win. One of them has to lose. It's gonna be a very fun matchup. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Holly Davis with the lead. I don't know what happened to Little Chip. Look at that, Holly Davis with the win. So sorry to Little Chip. He'll be back though, don't worry. Your father is still in this. He's in Rage. We'll see that matchup later. But Holly Davis, look at that. Moving on to the next round. Alright, Holly. Up next. This should be another great matchup. We have Lizard Gaming and the Boogey Van Dragon taking on Monster Jam Extreme and the Monster Husky. Let's see. Look at that, Monster Extreme. He is already in, or he has a truck in the next round. I'm sure he wants another truck in the next round. We'll see. Lizard, he's just trying to stay alive. We'll see what happens in 3, 2, 1. It's tight. Not enough. Look at that. Extreme. He's getting another truck in the next round. How about that? We're going to have a monster. We're going to have a dog matchup. Oh boy. Holly Davis, Monster Jam Extreme. That should be a fun one. Alright. Up next we have Wagner Racer 2 in the Boogey Van taking on Cyber Beast in the Captain's Curse. One of these trucks has to move on. We'll see what happens though. Let me check. Yeah. One of them has to win, one of them has to lose. It's going to be a very tight matchup. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Boogey Man leading, but unfortunately gets eliminated. So sorry to Wagner. Cyber Beast moves on to the next round, but we'll see who he faces up against. We got a good matchup here. RRC Family Gaming in the Whiplash taking on Landon in the Jurassic Attack. Landon, I believe, trying to get 2 trucks. He's got Digatron over there. Well, RC Family Gaming has to win this or else they are eliminated. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. No. Oh man. Look at that. RC Family Gaming. They stay alive. They move on. That's gonna be a good matchup between Cyber Beast and RC Family Gaming. So sorry, Nancy, but again, You're not eliminated yet. You still have JCB Digatron. Alright, here we go. Up next, we have Aiden's Custom Trucks in the Northern Nightmare taking on Toucan Plays in the Alien Invasion. Unfortunately for these guys, it's gotta be win or lose, man. Toucan has to win. Aiden has to win. One of these has to go home. We'll see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Next round. Ooh, tie matchup. It was Toucan Plays with the win. So sorry that Aiden in Northern Nightmare could not quite get the win, but he'll be back, don't worry. Alright, up next is the S-Kicker in the Arc taking on Chocolate Dragon in Rage. One of these trucks has to win. One of these trucks have to be eliminated. They have to go home. We'll see what happens. So this is going to be a good matchup. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. And look at that. The Chocolate Drive stays alive. His other truck, that being Velociraptor, may have been eliminated, but don't worry. He's still alive, and we're going to have a great matchup between Toucan and the Chocolate Drive. The S-Kicker is so sorry, man. He'll be back, though. Don't worry. He had some good races. Very good races. Alright, up next we have Jacob in the Overlord taking on Ryan Davis in the Bounty Hunter. One of these drivers has to be eliminated. One of these drivers has to be eliminated. So it's going to be a fun matchup. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Ryan Davis with the win. So sorry to Jacob, who was on the time series for 2025. Unfortunately, he could not do it this year, but he'll be back, don't worry. As Ryan Davis stays alive. Alright, up next, we have Sneaker Blocks in the Octopus taking on Lucky in 2012 in the Black Town. Sneaker Blocks trying to get his other truck in the next round. The other truck in the next round, that being Bad News Trails. But Monster Fan 2012 is he's trying to stay alive, so let's see what happens here. 3, 2, 1. And it will be, alright. So Sneaker unfortunately is eliminated, but not eliminated yet. He still has damage. Fast, so it's not over yet. Monster Jam Fan 2012 stays alive. And look at that, we are down to 16 trucks, 15 drivers actually. So 16 trucks, 15 drivers. Monster Jam Extreme has Husky and Bad Habit. Alright, this is gonna be a fun third round. Or Sweet 16. Welcome to the Sweet 16. This is gonna be a fun one. Alright, we are ready for the third round. 16 trucks are ready. 15 drivers are ready. We got a good round here. We got Extreme versus cyclopshobbies. Toucan versus the Chocolate Drive. So many good matchups. Let's start with this race first. In the Bad News Travels Fast, it is Sneaker Blocks. And in the JCB Digatron, it is Landon. So this is going to be a fun matchup. Ooh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna go home? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Very close one. Look at that. Landon. How about that? He's having a great science series so far. So sorry to Sneaker though. At least he made it to the third round. Did really good out there. But look at that. Landon on to the next round. Alright, up next we have Monster Jam Collector racing in the Axe taking on NASCAR Hot Wheels in the Grave Digger Legend. Let's see what happens here in 3, 2, 1. Oh man, Avenger, I'm so sorry, man. Did good out there, but look at that. I think that was a far jump for Collector racing. He's moved on. Ooh, we got a good one. Landon in JCB Digatron versus Austrian Letter Racing in the axe. That's gonna be a good one. Oh, look at this one. Cyclopshobbies in the Pinstone Crusher taking on Monster Jam Extreme and Bad Habits. This could be a fun one. Alright, both trucks look ready. Cyclopshobbies is ready. Monster Jam Extreme is ready. Extreme here has a truck also. That being Husky. He probably wants to win this though. We'll see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Extreme. Yeah. He's moving on to the next round. So sorry to Cyclopshobbies. Wasn't enough. But he did really get out there. Look at that. Extreme moving on to the next round. Awesome stuff. Alright, up next we have Kane ATB in Excaliber taking on Nancy in the Aftershock. Gonna be a fun matchup. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1. Oh! If Nancy would have passed Kane ATB, yeah, probably would have moved on to the next round, but wasn't enough. Look at that, Kane ATB. Look at a good matchup between Monster Jam Extreme and Kane ATB. That's gonna be a fun one. Kind of a rematch of what was it, Slime Series 23? Yeah, Extreme was in Shaker, Kane ATB was in Excaliber. That's gonna be a fun one. All right, up next we have Monster Jam Extreme and Monster Husky taking on Holly Davis and Monster Poodle. Battle of the Monster Mutts. Which one can move on though? Extreme, can he get another truck in the next round? Can Holly survive? Can she move on? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. The Husky moves on. That means Extreme has 2 trucks in the Elite 8. Unbelievable. Moving on to the quarterfinals. Good stuff from Extreme. Holly Davis unfortunately eliminated, but she did really get out there. We'll hope to see her in the next time series. Alright, we got another great matchup. It is RRC Family Game in the Whiplash taking on Cyber Beast in the Pirates Curse, Captain's Curse. Going to be a fun matchup. Who will face off against Monster Jam Extreme and the Husky? Let's find out in 3. Hold up. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tight one. Looks like, oh wow, that was an ugly race, but you know what? A win is a win. RC moves on. Next round. Unbelievable. Those sideways. I don't know what happened. Well, look at that. That's going to be a fun matchup. Alright, another great matchup. It is Mutt Chocolate Drive in the Rage taking on Toucan Face in the Alien Invasion. Going to be a fun matchup. Who will survive and move on to the next round? That was close. That's going to be Rage with the win. Toucan unfortunately cannot do it. Good stuff from Toucan though. Alright, look at that. The Chocolate Drive in the quarterfinals, the Elite 8. However, you got one more matchup in round number 3. We have Monster Jam 2012 in the Black Hole taking on Ryan Davis and the Bounty Hunter. These drivers have been really good out there. Unfortunately, one of them has to win, one of them has to lose. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Oh, Monster Jam 2012 with the win. That will do it for Ryan Davis. Good stuff from Ryan Davis, though. He'll be back, don't worry. Ryan Holly did awesome stuff out there. Alright, look at that. Quarterfinals, here we go. This will be a best 2 out of 3. So you have to get 2 wins to move on to the semifinals. Gonna be a fun one. Let's start off with landed in the JCB Digatron Monster Jam Collector Racing in DX. Alright, they look ready, landing looks ready, collector looks ready. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. First race is underway. Alright. Oh! Look at that. Collector racing. Big win. Alright. Now we just need to switch lanes and we just need to get one more race to move on to the semifinals. Great race. Alright, they look ready. Here we go. Collector racing. Can we get one more race to move on to the next turn, or can Landon say something about that? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, alright. Look at that. Both get a point. That means we're going into sudden death. One of them has to move on. Here we go. Alright, they look ready. Here we go. One of them has to move on. One of them has to go home. It's going to be a very fun race. We'll see what happens. Who do you think is going to win this? Let's find out. Moving on to the semifinals is none other than Baby Landon with the win. Moving on to the semifinals. Alright, Landon, let's go. Maybe into the semifinals? Heck yeah, man. Alright, congrats, dude. So sorry, Collector Racing, he was really good out there. Wasn't enough, but he'll be back, don't worry. He will be back. Alright, here we go. Monster Jam Extreme. Take on KDTL. Rematch from Side Series 23 in the finals. Could be a fun one. Alright, here we go. They look ready. Extreme looks ready. KDTL looks ready. Let's see what happens. That was a close race. But KDTL. Look at that. KDTL gets a point. Can KDTL get one more to move on to the semifinals to face off against Landon? Alright, here we go. Can Extreme stay alive for KDTL? Okay, KDTL move on to the semifinals. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Extreme in the lead. Oh, but it's not enough. KDTL moving on to the semi-finals. How about that? So sorry to Extreme though, but again, not over. You still have Husky. So we'll find out what happens there. Alright, KDTL, congratulations. You're going to the Final 4. Alright, here we go. Again, Monster Jam Extreme and the Husky taking on RC Family Gaming in the Whiplash. Alright, they look ready to go. Who's going to take race 1? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Husky in the lead. Oh wow. RC Family Gaming wins. Husky. What happened? Man, I don't know what happened. Not over yet. Just got to get a win to tie things up. We'll see what happens though. RC got 1 point. Alright, this isn't over yet. Extreme just needs one more. RC does have 1 point though, so let's see what happens. 3, 2, hold up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go! Husky in the lead. Oh man, what happened to Whiplash? Oh no! That ain't good. Oh, look at that. Husky ties everything up. RC Family Gaming. Oh, what happened? Look at that. We are all tied. Husky, Whiplash, who's going to move on to the semifinals? Alright, here we go. One of these two has to move on. And one of them has to go home. Okay, there we go. One more race. Here we go. Who's going to move on? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, Whiplash with the win. Wasn't a pretty race, but who cares? RC moving on to the semifinals. I am so sorry, Extreme. But hey, getting 2 trucks in what? The Elite 8? Very impressive. We'll see you hopefully in the future. Alright, here we go. The Chocolate Drive taking on Monster Champion 2012. It's gonna be a fun one. Here we go, the last race of the quarterfinals. It's gonna be a fun one here. Let's see who moves on to the next round. Who's gonna get that first race though? Let's find out. Oh no, what happened? Looked like Monster Champion 2012 wasn't a crazy lead. Unfortunately, do not quite take the lead. Chocolate Drive gets the first point. Can they get the second one? Let's find out. Alright, here they go. They look ready. And Chocolate Drive get that one more point to move on to the semi-finals against RC Family Game? Oh boy, let's find out. The answer... Uh-oh. Sudden death. Sudden death. Gonna be a fun one. Alright, they are both tied. One of them has to win, one of them has to go. Let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. All comes down to this. Both looking for their second acceptance. Did they make it to the finals? Let's see though who's gonna face up against RLC Family Gaming. Right, here we go. It comes down to this. The winner is... It will be none other than Monster Champion 2012 in the Black Pearl. Moving on to the semifinals. So sorry to Chocolate Drive. He did really good out there. He'll be back for sure. Wow, look at that. Unbelievable. Congrats to Monster Champion 2012. Now we are in the semifinals. This is going to be a fun one. Who you got? Find out. Alright, we are ready. And by the way, this is the best 3 out of 5. So we have to get 3 wins to move on to the finals. And the finals, we have to get 4 wins to win the whole thing. So, this is going to be chaotic. Who's going to get the 3 wins to move on to the next round? It's going to be a fun one. Landon, KNETV. Let's see who wins. That was a close one. And it's a close finish. Ooh, that looks like it goes to Landon. Probably is Landon? Yeah, I just want to check. Yeah, it's Landon. Yeah, it is Landon. Close race. Just wanted to double check. Landon gets the first win. Can you get the second win? Alright. Close race, David. Hey, switch lanes. See what happens in race number 2. Or race 2, whatever you want to call it. This time, oh, another close one. I think I am going to, oh, that looks close, but I think I'm gonna have to give it to Landon. Yeah, that is Landon right there. That is Landon. Wow. 2 races. 2 races. He gets 2 races. And he needs to get 1 more. Unbelievable. What can KNETV do? Here we go. This could be it for KNETV. Gotta win 2 races to tie it all up. But what about Landon? Just need to get 1 more and bam, into the finals. Here we go. All comes down to this. Let's see what happens. Oh, another wow. Oh, it is another close one. Oh, man. I think it is going to KNETV. Oh, that is close though. That is KNETV. That has to get a car. I gotta get a car. Hold up. Let's do Dylan. Why not? Oh boy. Oh. I think it's like right out here. I think Yeah, I think KDTV got the win. Very close race. Okay, not over yet. But gotta get one more to tie it all. Alright, here we go, KD. Saying nope. I still have a chance. Don't count me out. But you gotta win one more to tie things up. Here we go. All comes down to this. Oh, almost. If KDTV wins. Landon just needs to win. We'll find out what happens in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, it's close. It's gonna be KDTV, alright. Unbelievable. KDTV with the comeback. Look at that. Alright, now we're in the sudden death. Alright, it all comes down to this. KDTV, Landon, both tied. Who is going to move on to the final? Here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And it's going to be KDTV. Unbelievable. Moving on to the finals. Oh man, what a race. So sorry to Landon, man. Hey, you did great out there. You did amazing. Don't be disappointed, man. You'll be back, don't worry. But look at that. KDTV, welcome to the finals. Alright, so that means he's gonna have to, KDTV is gonna have to face up against RRC Family Gaming and Whiplash or Monster Jam Fan 2012 in the Black Pearl. Let's do this. Here we go. The trucks are ready to go. Who do you have going on to the finals? Let's find out. Alright. Monster Jam Fan 2012 gets the first race. Can he get this second one? We'll have to find out. Alright, here we go. RC, can he stay alive? Or can Monster Jam Fan 2012 get another one? Let's find out. It was close. Look at that. Monster Jam Fan 2012. Alright, just needs one more to move on to the finals. Can RC do something? Can he get a miracle? We'll have to find out. Alright, well, here we go. All comes down to this. Can RC try to stay alive? Or can Monster Jam Fan 2012 end it all? There we go. Here we go. Who you got? Who do you got? All comes down to this in 3, 2, 1. And it looks like Monster Jam Fan 2012. Look at him in the finals. Unbelievable. So sorry to RRC, but hey, making it to the semifinals, very impressive, man. Did really get out there. We'll see you in the future. You did amazing out there. That means KDTV versus Monster Jam Fan 2012. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. KDTV has one sign-up series win. That sign-up series being, sign-up series 23. Not long ago. Trying to win it all to be in all the sign-up series for 2026. However, Monster Jam Fan 2012 won last sign-up series. That's right. He won the farthest jump competition in a completely different truck. Now look at him in the finals in Black Pearl. This is going to be a fun one. Again, it's going to be a best 4 out of 7. So you have to get 4 wins to win the whole thing. Who you got? KDTV or Monster Jam Fan 2012? Let's do this! Now, before we do the finals, I kind of want to do the third place race. I've been kind of thinking about it for a while, so why not do it? I know nobody wants to see this, but I kind of do. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Let me know if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Alright, here we go. It's going to be a best 2 out of 3, so we'll see what happens here. Oh my. Whoa, Landon, whoa. All right, he's good. All right, Landon gets one win. Can you get one more to be in third place? All right, here we go. JCB Digatron, Landon has 1 point. Can you get one more to take third place? And that will be a yes. Landon will take third place. So sorry to RRC. But hey, again, really good job out there. Made it to the semifinals. That is impressive. You're gonna get a win soon. You have to get a win soon, right? Awesome friend of mine. Go check out his channel. Landon will be taking third place. Congrats, Landon. I know you wanted to be in the finals, but you still did amazing out there. Congrats out there. All right. Good job, Landon. And now it is officially time for the finals. Again, gotta get 4 wins to win the whole thing. All right, here we go. They look ready. Game TV Monster Jam Fan 2012. My bad. They look ready. Let's do this. Here we go. The first race will go to none other than close one, but it will be Monster Jam Fan 2012 going backwards. Very impressive. All right, gets the first race done. All right, here we go. Monster Jam Fan 2012 gets the first race. Can we do something? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. All right. 2 down, 2 to go for Monster Jam Fan 2012. KATV kind of struggling here. Can KATV do something? All right, here we go. Third race. Let's see what KATV can do. Can Monster Jam Fan 2012 get this one and get 1 minute to win the finals? Let's see. Let's find out. Oh, alright, KATV, not dead yet. Not dead yet. Alright. It ain't over yet. It is not over yet. Alright, let's see what happens in the next race. Alright, here we go. KATV with 1 point. Look at that. Monster Jam Fan 2012 with 2. See what happens here. It is so close. Oh my goodness, we are tied. We are tied 2-2. Look at that. Unbelievable. Who's gonna get what? The third point? Let's find out. They look ready to go. All right, who's gonna get that third point? Who's gonna get that third point? Who do you think? Let's find out. Oh, what happened? What happened to Excaliber? I have no idea. All right, Monster Jam Fan 2012 gets the third point. Just needs 1 more to win it all. All right, here we go. Black Pearl just needs 1 more, and he wins it. Wins the finals. But KATV needs to win this. Needs to tie things up, or else it is all over. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Oh, look at that. Yeah. We're tied. All right, here we go. We are all tied. It all comes down to this race. Who is going to take it all? Man, KATV, you tied things up. Just need 1 more to win it all. Last year, you were so close in that BMG Sign Series. So close. But this time, you might have a chance. You got this. But Monster Jam Fan 2012, you have been doing amazing. We'll see what happens, man. You are a really good driver, I must say. Both of you guys, amazing drivers. But one of you has to win, and one of you has to go home and take second. Here we go, all comes down to this. Who you got, KDTV and Excaliber? Well, Monster Jam Fan 2012. I would say the rookie in his second ever time series, I believe. I might have to check that, yeah. In his second ever time series. Here we go, all comes down to this. Here we go. All comes down to this. KDTV versus Monster Jam Fan 2012. KDTV last year was in second in the BMG Drive Science Series. He drove, I believe they drove Kraken? Yes, they drove Kraken. Tied with Jacob. And unfortunately, they didn't win the tiebreaker. Jacob won. But now here they are. They are back in the finals. They are wanting to be on top of the world. However, he's got to face up against the Monster Jam Fan 2012 and the Black Pearl. Been doing great. Won last time series in, I believe, Double Decker? I think it was Double Decker. Yeah, it was Double Decker. It was. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Look at him. He is just wanting that win. He is hungry. He has just been on fire. Like, he wants that Slime Series. He wants that Slime Series one. All comes down to this. Your Slime Series 25 winner is none other than... Uh-oh. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. They are no longer second. They are #1 on top of the world. Finally, after last year of heartbreak, they've done it. They have done it, man. No boy, Monster Jam Fan 2012. I'm really sorry, man. You kicked butt, though. You did amazing. You'll be back. You're a great driver. You'll be back, don't worry. You're a really good driver. But tonight, KDTV has done it. After last year, losing the tiebreaker, they finally done it. And now they're going to be an all-sub series for 2026. Congratulations. You did it. You have done it. All right, it's now time for the podium. Let's do the podium. All right, coming in third, it is Landon and JCB Digatron. Great stuff from him. He made it all the way to semifinals. Did really good. Shout out to him. Great stuff from him. We'll see what happens in 2026 if you get a Slime Series win. Great stuff from him. In second place, coming so close, but kicking butt and doing amazing. It is Monster Jam Fan 2012. Great stuff from you. We'll see what happens in 2026. But in first, it is none other than KDTV and Excaliber after coming so close last year in the BMG Drive Slime Series. Almost had all the Slime Series for this year. Could have been the all Slime Series for this year, but no. This year is his year. 2026 gonna be an all Slime Series. Unbelievable. Congrats, KDTV. You've done it. And that is it. What a way. Great Slime Series. Thank you guys for signing up. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want. Your choice. And we'll see you guys next year. Probably next year. And as usual, have a day. Alright. Congrats. We'll see you guys next time.